This video is brought to you by NichirenBuddhismStore.com, where you can shop faith essentials and much more. More on this at the end of the video. Life moves fast. We rush from one task to another, our minds constantly buzzing with worries about the past and fears about the future. In this whirlwind of daily existence, we often lose sight of what truly matters. We search for happiness in external things, better jobs, more money, perfect relationships, only to find that these achievements bring temporary satisfaction at best. The ancient wisdom of Buddhism offers us a different path, one that leads to lasting joy and unshakable peace. This path begins with a simple yet profound practice, making Nam-myoho Renge Kyo the center of your life. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is more than just a chant or a prayer. It represents the fundamental rhythm of the universe itself, the essential nature of all life. When we chant these sacred syllables, we tap into an infinite wellspring of wisdom, courage, and compassion that exists within us. Nichiren Daishonin wrote, "If you wish to free yourself from the sufferings of birth and death you have endured since time without beginning, and to attain without fail unsurpassed enlightenment in this lifetime, you must perceive the mystic truth that is originally inherent in all living beings. This mystic truth is Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, and it holds the key to transforming not just our daily experiences, but our entire approach to living." Making this practice the center of your life doesn't mean abandoning your responsibilities or retreating from the world. Instead, it means approaching everything you do, your work, relationships, challenges, and dreams, from a place of deep spiritual grounding. When Nam-myoho Renge Kyo becomes your foundation, every aspect of your existence takes on new meaning and purpose. Your daily struggles become opportunities for growth. Your relationships become chances to express compassion. Your work becomes a way to contribute to the greater good of humanity. The Lotus Sutra teaches us that all beings possess the Buddha nature, an inherent capacity for wisdom and enlightenment. This isn't just a nice philosophical concept. It's a practical reality that changes how we see ourselves and others. When you truly understand that you have unlimited potential within you, when you grasp that your life has immense value just as it is, everything shifts. You stop looking outside yourself for validation and happiness. You begin to trust in your own inner wisdom. You start treating yourself and others with the respect and kindness that all Buddha nature deserves. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo regularly creates a powerful transformation in your daily rhythm. Many practitioners find that starting each day with this practice sets a tone of hope and determination that carries them through whatever challenges arise. The chant acts like a spiritual tuning fork, aligning your life force with the fundamental frequency of the universe. Nichiren Daishonin explained, "The voice does the Buddha's work," meaning that through our sincere chanting, we activate the Buddha nature within us and manifest its power in our daily lives. This isn't magic or wishful thinking. It's about developing a deep, unshakable confidence in your own potential and in the fundamental goodness of life itself. When you chant with genuine faith and determination, you begin to see solutions where you once saw only problems. You find strength where you once felt only weakness. You discover joy in the midst of difficulties that once seemed overwhelming. These changes don't happen overnight, but they happen consistently for those who make this practice a genuine priority. The beauty of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo lies in its simplicity and accessibility. You don't need special training, expensive equipment, or perfect circumstances to begin. You can chant anywhere, in your car during traffic, while walking, before important meetings, or in the quiet moments before sleep. The practice adapts to your life, rather than demanding that you completely reorganize your schedule around it. Yet this flexibility shouldn't be mistaken for lack of depth. Even a few sincere minutes of chanting can shift your entire day, opening your heart to possibilities you hadn't noticed, and giving you the wisdom to navigate challenges more skillfully. Ancient Buddhist texts speak of the power of sound to transform consciousness. The vibrations created by chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo work on multiple levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. Physically, The rhythmic breathing and vocalization can calm your nervous system and reduce stress. Mentally, the practice gives your busy mind a focal point, creating space between your thoughts and your reactions. Spiritually, the chant connects you to the infinite wisdom and compassion that Shakyamuni Buddha discovered under the Bodhi tree, and that exists within every living being. When Nam-myoho Renge Kyo becomes central to your life, you begin to see connections and opportunities that were always there, but previously invisible to you. It's like adjusting the lens of a camera. Suddenly, everything comes into sharp focus. Relationships that seemed hopeless reveal new possibilities for healing and growth. Work situations that felt stuck begin to show paths forward. Personal struggles that seemed impossible to overcome become stepping stones to greater wisdom and strength. The Lotus Sutra contains a parable about a poor man who doesn't realize he has a precious jewel sewn into his clothing. He wanders around begging and struggling, unaware of the treasure he carries with him. This jewel represents the Buddha nature that exists within each of us. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is like discovering this jewel and learning how to use its power. Once you realize what you truly possess, unlimited wisdom, boundless compassion, and unbreakable strength, your entire relationship with life changes. Many people worry that making spiritual practice central to their lives will somehow make them passive or detached from worldly concerns. The opposite is actually true. When you ground yourself in Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, you become more engaged with life, not less. You approach challenges with greater courage because you trust in your ability to grow from any experience. You pursue your dreams more boldly because you understand that your life has infinite potential. You care more deeply about others because you recognize the Buddha nature in everyone you meet. Nichiren Daishonin wrote extensively about the relationship between faith and daily life. He taught that genuine Buddhist practice doesn't require us to escape from the world, but to transform our relationship with it. When you chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo with sincere faith, you're not asking for life to become easier. You're developing the wisdom and strength to handle whatever comes your way with grace and effectiveness. You're building an inner foundation so solid that external storms can't shake your essential peace and joy. This transformation happens gradually but unmistakably. People often notice changes in practitioners long before the practitioners notice them in themselves. There's a quality of presence, a sense of calm strength that develops naturally through regular chanting. This isn't about becoming perfect or never experiencing difficulties. It's about developing the kind of inner stability that allows you to remain centered and compassionate, even when life gets challenging. The practice of making Nam-myoho Renge Kyo central to your life also deepens your appreciation for the ordinary moments that make up most of our days. When you approach daily activities with the same spirit of reverence and attention that you bring to chanting, everything becomes sacred. Washing dishes becomes an opportunity to practice mindfulness. Conversations with family members become chances to express compassion. Even routine work tasks become ways to contribute your Buddha nature to the world. One of the most profound aspects of this practice is how it changes your relationship with suffering. Buddhism teaches that pain is inevitable in human life, but suffering, our resistance to and mental elaboration of pain, is optional. When Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is central to your life, you develop the wisdom to distinguish between pain and suffering. You learn to meet difficulties with courage rather than fear, with curiosity rather than resistance. This doesn't make you cold or unfeeling. It makes you more genuinely compassionate because you're not overwhelmed by your own reactions to challenging situations. The Lotus Sutra speaks of the oneness of life and its environment, teaching that our inner state directly influences our external circumstances. This isn't about blaming ourselves for difficulties or believing we can control everything through positive thinking. It's about understanding that our sincere spiritual practice naturally creates positive changes in our lives and relationships. When you consistently chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, you're not just changing your own consciousness, you're contributing to the wisdom and compassion of the entire world. Making this practice truly central requires both commitment and flexibility. Some days you'll have hours for deep chanting and study. Other days, you might only manage a few minutes between urgent responsibilities. The key is consistency rather than perfection. Even brief moments of sincere chanting can maintain your connection to the profound wisdom and strength that Nam-myoho Renge Kyo represents. Quality matters more than quantity, though both have their place in a mature practice. As your practice deepens, you may find that the boundaries you once drew between spiritual life and ordinary life begin to dissolve. Everything becomes part of your Buddhist practice. Your work, your relationships, your recreation, your challenges. This integration is one of the signs that Nam-myoho Renge Kyo has truly become central to your existence. You're no longer someone who practices Buddhism occasionally. You're someone whose entire life has become an expression of Buddhist wisdom and compassion. The benefits of this centered approach extend far beyond personal happiness, though genuine joy is certainly one of its fruits. When your life revolves around Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, you become a source of hope and stability for others. Your presence has a calming, encouraging effect that others can sense even if they can't name it. You become living proof that it's possible to maintain peace and purpose even in difficult circumstances. In this way, your personal practice becomes a gift to everyone you encounter. Nichiren Daishonin taught that the ultimate purpose of Buddhist practice is not personal enlightenment alone, but the happiness and enlightenment of all beings. When Nam-myoho Renge Kyo becomes the center of your life, you naturally align yourself with this larger purpose. Your daily choices begin to reflect a concern not just for your own well-being, but for the well-being of your family, community, and world. You start looking for ways to use your unique talents and circumstances to contribute to the greater good. This shift in perspective, from self-centered to life-centered, is one of the most liberating aspects of genuine Buddhist practice. When you stop trying to arrange your life purely for your own comfort and pleasure, when you start seeing yourself as part of a larger web of interconnected beings, a tremendous burden lifts from your shoulders. You no longer have to carry the impossible weight of trying to control everything in your environment. Instead, you can focus on developing wisdom, compassion, and courage qualities that naturally create positive change wherever you go. The path of making Nam-myoho Renge Kyo central to your life is ultimately about coming home to your true self. Beneath all the roles you play, all the identities you've constructed, all the fears and desires that drive your daily behavior, there exists a fundamental essence that is pure, wise, and unbreakably strong. This essence is your Buddha nature, and chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is the most direct way to connect with it and express it in your daily life. As this connection deepens, you may find that your relationship with time itself begins to change. Instead of always rushing towards some future goal or dwelling on past mistakes, you become more present to the richness of each moment. This doesn't make you less ambitious or motivated. It makes your efforts more focused and effective because they arise from clarity rather than anxiety. When your actions spring from the wisdom of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, they naturally align with the deeper currents of life rather than fighting against them. The journey of making Nam-myoho Renge Kyo central to your life is not a destination, but a continuous process of awakening. Each day offers new opportunities to deepen your faith, to express your Buddha nature more fully, and to contribute to the happiness and enlightenment of all beings. This is both the promise and the challenge of authentic Buddhist practice. It calls you to become the best version of yourself, while simultaneously showing you that this best version has no limits. Through this simple yet profound practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo with sincere faith and determination, you begin the most important journey of your life, the journey home to your own infinite potential and to your true place in the interconnected web of all existence. Let's talk about NichirenBuddhismStore.com. Everything in the store is made with care, from museum-quality posters that transform your prayer space to premium teas and accessories that reflect the spirit of Nichiren Daishonin's teachings. Whether you're a new believer or a lifelong practitioner, there's something here for you. And yes, we ship worldwide, with guaranteed quality on every order. You can also request new products that you'd like to see in the store. Just send your suggestions or feedback to support@nichirenbuddhismstore.com. Support your practice. Visit nichirenbuddhismstore.com. Link is in the description.